Oh, snap.
I'm going to talk for 100 minutes. Man, guys, it is Monday morning in the Power Couple household. And so we started this thing since last week that Monday morning episodes are going to be chill. We're just going to sit here, kind of enjoy a nice Monday morning here with you guys.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap.
I'm talking for 100 minutes.
And it's going to be dope, man. I'm excited because we're going to basically just discuss how our weekend went. And you guys can listen in, and we suggest that couples all over the world, you watching, you should do this, okay? You should totally be talking with your spouse, discussing how your weekend went. But my husband's like making pancakes over there for me, and I'm so excited because they're really good. Then we woke up at 5 in the morning today.
To see the sunset that wasn't there.
We tried to go see the sunrise. He keeps calling it a sunset.
Not sure.
But it was rising. It was in the morning. It was early morning. And the clouds were blocking it. Like, we couldn't see a thing. It was not a romantic moment. It was a romantic moment gone wrong. Really?
Romantic? You want to share something?
Yeah, man, if you don't mind that.
Yeah.
Because it's really good.
It's really good.
Like, you killed it today with these
I did. I did kill it. What's going on, guys? Policy Q here.
Cassandra Lee, and together we are the Power Couple.
Welcome. What's up, man? I'm glad that we're here. We've had a great weekend. We're going to be talking about some of the things we shared about this week, right? We love the fact that you guys are here. We want to say thank you. We know this show would not be what it is today had it not been for you and what's going to become in the future, right? So, again, guys, if you guys are tuning in for the very first time, you have no idea who we are. We're just an ordinary couple, man, that just, we're just massively, we believe in marriage, right? We want to save this thing called marriage, right? We live in a society today where people just decide to, treat marriage the same way they treat, the same way they treat a pair of sneakers. Like when you get a pair of sneakers, they're hot. They're amazing. They're great. You show them off, and then after a while, they start getting worn out. And instead of cleaning them, you just kind of throw them in the closet, and you forget about them, right?
Yeah.
I mean, people treat marriage the same way they treat buying pairs of sneakers, right? So we're here, and we stand for other couples. We believe that love does exist. We believe that you can be in love. We believe that you can have an amazing marriage, right?
Divorce doesn't have to be an option.
Divorce doesn't have to be an option, right? That if you do things right, if you build it on the right foundation, if you put an effort in wanting to make yourself better, then there's something that can come out of it. But there's no structure here. We're just gonna have fun with you guys.
You're like the weirdest person.
I don't even know how I get these things.
Like, because you're just reckless when it comes to cooking.
Yeah, a little reckless.
Guys, so how about this? Tell us, how your weekend was. Put it in the comments below. Let us know how your weekend was. Did you enjoy it? Did you have a great weekend?
Did you have a great weekend?
What was it about, man? So Paolo and I today, we woke up at 5 in the morning, and we were trying to have a romantic morning, where we were like, oh, let's go watch the sunrise.
The sunrise.
And I was gonna be a little, sourpuss about it, like I don't feel like doing it. Just like
bro.
But when we went there, we went to go look at the sun. It was like hidden behind clouds, and it was like nothing there. Then we worked out, right, baby? We had fun working out. We realized that both of us have gotten a lot stronger.
Yeah, we both have definitely gotten a lot stronger, and we've gotten a lot stronger, right? Really quickly, want to give a shout out to
David Dorian Ross.
David Dorian Ross.
He said, yay, my favorite couple, man. Hey, thanks for liking this and streaming this. We appreciate you, brother.
We appreciate it, man.
You rock.
Thank you at
Nashart Inc.
Nashart Inc. for liking this and for retweeting this. You get a 2 clap too. You rock, right? So we had a great week, man. Want to talk about it? What were some of our victories? What did we learn this week as a couple?
This weekend?
Yeah, this weekend or week, whatever.
Well, what did we do, man? Did we fight this weekend at all?
We did. We got into some fights, some small fights. But I think we're getting a lot better.
Wait, what did we fight about? I don't remember.
Man, I think it was over food or something.
This weekend?
I don't know.
Oh. Almost. I don't think it was a fight.
Okay.
It was almost a fight at the burger spot yesterday.
That could have been it. Yeah.
Was that it? Was there anything else?
I don't think so.
I don't think we fought this weekend.
No, we haven't fought this weekend, right? And like, let's talk about that for a sec.
We're getting good.
There's a lot of people who fight frequently. Like, how do you reduce the fighting? Like, how do you stop fighting in a relationship?
Well, this is what we did. We actually did an episode on this last week. And one thing that we started doing was we started writing down when we fought and what it was about.
Mm-hmm.
And we started to realize that we fought about the stupidest crap in the world.
Most fights are dumb.
And they're like, it was retarded.
99%.
It was bad. It was just like, why are we fighting about this? And we began to see a pattern of these same things pretty often. And it was like, okay, like, this is petty. We really need to get over this, right? And so we kind of just did, we kind of just stopped, getting over it. But there's still things that I need to work on, and there's still things that, obviously he needs to work on. But one of the things that I think that almost triggered a fight this weekend, there's two things. Number one, I called him a name. He hates when I call him a name.
Oh, yeah.
I hate calling him a name, too.
That did trigger.
It triggered it almost. It was like, it ended like so fast. It was like funny. But in my head, I was like, oh, because that was a close one. Like in my head, I was like, dang it. Why do you do that? I just.
I don't know. I don't like when people call me names, especially when my wife calls me a name. And like nobody wants to be called names, people, but one of the things that's really working for us is it was really good.
Like, that was on point.
Yeah. One of the things that's really, really amazing that's working in a relationship is the fact that we are putting an effort into trying to figure out why we're fighting. It surprises me so many times when a lot of people treat their marriage the same way they treat, they don't maintain it. You know what I'm saying? Just like anything else. I mean, if you get a car, you got to maintain it. You got to do the oil check.
Right.
You got to wash it. You got to clean the tires.
You got to take care of it.
You got to put the tire pressure, the air pressure in the tires so the tires don't blow up, right? Or they don't get a hole in them. The same thing with your marriage.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that most fights, like 100% of the fights, are stupid.
Yeah.
Let's say 99.9, because maybe a fight maybe you need to fight, like to like protect yourself, but not like fight with your spouse.
Yeah.
So like I know 100% of the fights are stupid. They are stupid.
I think they just all can be avoided.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not about fighting about something. It's about learning about one another.
Yeah.
Understanding where each other stands.
Yeah.
And creating a solution.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. Okay. I just got a revelation.
Go for it.
It's not about getting your point across. It's about creating a solution together. That's it.
That's powerful.
Like, let's not fight. Let's create.
Let's create a solution.
Yeah. Let's not fight about a problem. Let's create a solution.
Let's create a solution.
The problem is that we focus so much of our energy on fighting the problem.
Yeah.
We're fighting the problem, not creating a solution.
Yeah.
Problems are negative.
Yeah.
Fighting is usually negative.
Yep.
Unless you're fighting for your goals and dreams, of course, right?
Yeah.
But it's usually put with a negative connotation. So creating is usually positive.
Creating is
and solutions are usually positive.
Yeah.
So why don't we just focus our energy on creating solutions? That's powerful.
Yeah.
But we had a great weekend, baby. I don't think I remember, but what did we do on Friday?
That's actually what I'm gonna look at right now. Some of the things that we've cashed out on.
I know what we did Friday. Friday, we were supposed to have a date night and watch American Sniper, but I had a photo shoot.
Yeah. So what did we end up doing?
We ended up making brownies and watching Ninja Turtles.
Which was not a very good movie.
Not a very good movie.
I'm sorry. If you guys like it was not that good.
I was like,
I don't know. I was like, oh man.
But we tried gelatos.
We did try gelatos.
We had homemade gelatos. It was freaking
Oh
slamming.
my god! I had something called it's infused with alcohol, but it's not like you can get drunk off of it. But it was called Black Label Vanilla. A lot of people don't like it, but it's definitely really good. But I really liked it, man. It was.
I think when you taste it and you have a few spoonfuls,
so
it's like bam.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was really, really good, right?
Yeah.
But some of the things that happened this week.
Yeah, but we made brownies, man. They were thick and beautiful and scrumptious and just heaven. It
was heaven, man. So,
how about Saturday? What did we do Saturday?
Saturday. Yeah.
So Friday was fast. Oh, we also went to New York and we helped film a funnel for one of our potential new clients.
Yeah. One in New York. And that was really cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Something else. I said 9 shows already. What does that mean? 9 shows
on a Saturday.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, so we had a couple of victories in one of our businesses, right?
Yeah.
And we also something that's really good that we got out of this, right? Look, we do a show every Monday through Friday, right? And I was listening to this podcast, really good stuff. This is going to help you guys if you guys are either not having enough sex in your relationship, if you guys are fighting a lot, if you guys are getting bored of each other, if you guys are falling out of love. I want you guys to pay close attention because what I'm going to share with you is something really, really powerful, right? And it's something that I heard that was just, man, I was like, man, I got to share this, right? Like, and it talks about how we're all ambitious, right, baby? What's ambitious? Like,
man,
how do you define that first?
Striving for more,
like wanting to become better, right?
Yeah.
Like, and it's interesting because sometimes you see your cousin, and your cousin is just lazy as hell. Like he's just chilling on the recliner, eating a bag of chips, like not doing anything around the house, just getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Right.
And you just look at your cousin, you're like, there's no way he has ambition, right? But we all have ambition, and the reason why I'm sharing this with you guys is because we should also have ambition in our marriage, in our relationship to get better. Good. But how do you, this word ambition, how do you become ambition? What if you're not ambitious? What if you're ambitious in business, but you're not ambitious? If you're ambitious in business, but you're not ambitious in your marriage, right? Mm-hmm. Well, something that I heard is that ambition, it needs tracks to run on. And I was like, wow, that's real good.
That's a good one.
I was like, ambition needs tracks.
Because that's true, because I could be ambitious and do nothing with it. Like you said, like the guy sitting there on the couch eating chips, doing nothing. Actually ambitious.
Yeah.
But because there's no tracks to run on, there's no way to express that ambition.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
So he starts talking about how develop that, you have to create an infrastructure in your schedule, in your routine, in your life, right? And he starts talking about something called incentives, right? And I was like, wow, this is really, really amazing.
This changed my life this weekend.
It really did.
It really did. I just want to say thank you. You're like the best husband in the world.
You're the best wife in the world.
I love you so much.
You're like my experiment. even with the fitness business, it's like I get to test. Yeah, like it's awesome, right? But anyways, I'm sure you guys have heard the story of David and Goliath, right? And then in the story of David and Goliath, a lot of people know David and Goliath. It's all right, bro. I have my younger brother here with
Spend the weekend with us.
How did you like it, by the way? It's cool, right? Yeah. Are we cool people or what?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, cool. We had some Insomnia cookies. That was hot.
Insomnia.
Right? Insomnia. Anyway, all of us knows the story of David and Goliath. And David and Goliath is known for this courageous young man who ends up slaying the dragon, right? And it talks about how, he had so much courage and he was so ambitious and this and that, right? But one of the things that a lot of people don't know is that David's courage, part of his courage came from incentives. Even though we all want to know, we all want to say that it just came from wanting to honor God, right? Which he did honor God. He wanted to fight in the name of God.
Right.
But one of the things that's really surprising is that when he gets there, instead of, if David just wanted to fight, he would have just fought the giant. But he ends up going to the king, King Saul, and he asks the king, he's like, what am I going to get for slaying this giant? Which indicates that David was looking for an incentive, right? Even though he's going to fight in the name of the Lord.
Right.
And the king basically tells David, well, you're going to get my wife. I mean, you're going to get my daughter, okay? And at the time, they said that David was anywhere from 17 to 30 years old, and he was still a virgin. So he was really eager to have sex, probably, right? And anyways, so he said, you're gonna get my daughter, and you're also gonna get exempt from ever having to pay taxes, you and your family, and you're also gonna get a position in my kingdom, right? So it was like so many things, and you're also gonna get a position in heaven with God, So like there were so many things,
so many incentives.
So it's like he was gonna get paid. He was going to get laid, and he was going to go to heaven. I mean, that's a joke. That's a joke, right? He was going to get paid. He was going to get laid, and he was going to go to heaven. So, and of course, he wanted to fight in the name of God, right? And it can be a little controversial because a lot of people would be like, "Oh, no, he didn't fight for any incentives." Right. But if that was the case, he would have just gotten into fight, and never would have asked the king, "What am I getting?"
Right.
But anyways, it's interesting because incentives have a way to bring something out of us, right? Incentives have a way to kind of build and create a lot of the things that we sometimes don't understand how to tap into, like being ambitious, having more courage, right? And in this case, what I did for my wife, It's something small,
well,
but
before you get into that, this is something that's built to us by nature as a child. Like Johnny, no, don't do that. You want ice cream?
Yeah.
Sit there nice, and I'll get you ice cream. And suddenly that child is like, ice cream. Oh, I'm gonna sit here real nice. Like, I'm gonna do above and beyond nice because I want 2 ice creams. You know what I mean? Like, like it's considered a bribe.
Yeah.
But really, it's just natural human instinct.
It is.
To do better for more. Like, if I'm going to get more, of course I want to do better.
Yeah, exactly. That's a perfect example. You know, sometimes it's kind of risky if you have kids and then you do that because sometimes not everything is going to fall your way.
Right.
You know, there's going to be some wins and some losses, right? Mm-hmm. But this guy ended up doing with this kid, and his kid went to him. He was like chilling, reading a book, and he's like, "Daddy, daddy, daddy." He's like, "What?" And her little daughter's name, I think, is Sarah or something. And he's like, "Hey, Daddy, I really want to go to France." And the dad's like, "Well, Sarah, you know, you're gonna have to sell me a little harder if you really want to go there." So she ends up leaving, and he's like, "Look, listen, you know, you have to do better." So she ends up coming back. And she comes back with a drawing, and she's like, "Daddy, look, wouldn't this be awesome if we went to France?" And she drew a picture of them on a boat, and they were eating pastries, and
Aww.
you know. And then he's like, "All right, you're getting a little bit better. You're getting better, but you're still gonna have to get better." He's like, "How about we do this? How about instead of going to Paris, we'll go to, I think, California, somewhere in San Francisco." Mm-hmm. And he's like, "You're still gonna get kind of like the feeling. It's very artistic. Like it's a lot of art and stuff like that. And the only thing you have to do is just come up with $300, okay?" And she's like 8 years old, by the way. Just come up with $300. That should cover for your food, everything, and then we'll fly out, you know, for a day, and then we'll come back, right? So he totally forgets. Like he thinks that, you know, he's not even thinking about it anymore. 10 months later, the little daughter comes up to him, and he's like, "Daddy, here's the $300. Can we go?" And he's like mind blown. He's like, "How in the world?" Like he had forgotten. He's like, "How in the world is this gonna happen? Like how did she come up with $300?" And she's like, "Well, you know, I did some extra chores around the house with Mom. You know, I did a couple of lemonade stands." And she's like, she said all these things. And the whole point behind that was that was a perfect example of that incentive actually worked, because he out of the whole thing, he ended up getting her daughter to actually learn to sell. Like
responsibility,
create, right?
That's powerful.
Like think about it. To come up with $300 and be an 8-year-old.
That's
okay.
Tough.
An 8-year-old to come up with $300. That is amazing, right? So that was a perfect example of that it paid off. Mm-hmm. But he talks about also how sometimes parents will use incentives to just kind of say, "Well, I'll give you ice cream," but don't really paint a better picture of what's possible. Mm-hmm. Like, Brandon, why don't you come here for a second? Can you come here for a second? This is my brother. Just say hi, bro. Don't worry, man. Don't get scared. Just say hi to everyone. He's hanging out with us, right? So he I'm sorry, man. That's a little uncomfortable. There we go. Perfect. So he ended up coming he ended up coming to church with us, right? Mm-hmm. And he came to serve with us. And when I picked him up, I said, "Dude, a couple of things. You know, the first thing I wanted to know is what he would actually be into. I don't want to just give him an incentive that's not going to motivate him. That's not going to make him ambitious. And then we're going to tie this into how you can use this into a relationship.
Right.
And why don't you talk about how this weekend changed your life and how we're going to be able to use this for everything."
Right.
Okay. So I ended up taking him to church, and I picked him up, and I said, "Dude, you know, look, here's what we're going to do. And we're going to be serving on Sunday. Okay. We're going to need your help." Now, most kids his age are probably not going to want to do it. They'll be like, "No, I don't want to do it." So what did I do? I created an incentive. I said, "Dude, if you serve with all of your heart and you do an excellent job, I'm going to hook you up with $10, okay? And I'm also going to take you out to buy the most tastiest cookies you've ever tasted."
Yeah.
I mean, they are delicious, and they're like a bite of heaven, mm-hmm. okay? And I told him this stuff, and then he's like, "Deal, let's do it." You're like, "Let's do it."
He's like, "Done."
It's like, this is easy, right? But then I started painting a bigger picture, more than just the cookies, more than just the $10. I said, "Dude, imagine what you're going to do for God's kingdom. Like, imagine, like, if somebody gets saved, it's because of you, because you said, 'Hi, welcome to church,' or you did something mm-hmm. that opened their heart up to receive Jesus," mm-hmm. right? I was like, can you imagine saving someone? Like, you took a part in that. Mm-hmm. And then I said, and like, if you don't care about that, then at least you can now brag to your friends that you literally were in charge of serving a church, building a church of thousands of people, and you were hanging out with 20-year-olds, right? And I was like, if that's not cool, I mean, you can brag that to your friends. So I did all of this stuff, right? And it paid off because he did a pretty good job. I wasn't there, but how did you think he did?
He did awesome. I mean, like, you know, of course he can use some work, but he did awesome because the fact that he was just open and available and just like, hey, Brandon, stand here, say this. Okay, got it. Hey, Brandon, you're gonna wear this, and okay, got it. Hey, Brandon, go downstairs, put that away. Okay, got it. Like he was just going. He was just doing. There was not like, I don't know if I can do this. Wait, like, and then he had to ask people if they needed prayer requests or praise reports. You got people to do it, right? And he was like, wait, tell me what I have to say. I want to know exactly what I have to say. And I like told him the entire like, you know, like script of what he has to say. And he's like, okay, I can do that. I can say it. And it was like the funniest thing because he's like, I don't want to say it until I know what I need to say. Tell me exactly what I need to say.
Wow.
He took it very serious. You know,
that's
it was
awesome.
really powerful.
And it paid off because here's the deal, right? When I gave him the $10, and some of you guys will say, oh, you bribed your brother, which is totally cool, okay? I mean, if you don't agree with it, that's fine. I'm not here to
It's a bribe to those of you who don't agree with it.
Whatever. But it was an incentive.
To everyone else, it's an incentive.
Here's the reason why it paid off. Because we ended up leaving church. I gave him the $10. In less than an hour, he takes that money that I gave him, and what did you do with it, bro?
Bought mangoes for a homeless man.
He bought mangoes for a homeless man.
Why? You just cuz?
No.
Why?
Just to be nice.
Just to be nice? That's amazing. So something that was an incentive for him, he in return just gave the incentive to someone else. So think about it. Because we decided to connect an incentive, he rose to an occasion of leadership and took that incentive and blessed someone else who had nothing to do with raising the standard of leadership, nothing to do with becoming a better person, had nothing to do with anything. He got blessed off of his decision of leadership and our decision of incentivizing. Like, that's crazy. Like, the domino effect.
It's crazy what came out of the entire thing. I mean, he became a better person overall, a better leader. And then he took the money that, you know, a lot of people would look at as a bribe. Why are you bribing for your brother to serve the house of God? It was the same reason why David asked the King Saul, before he slayed the giant, what he was getting out of it. Of course, he was going to fight in the name of the Lord, but he also wanted to know what was in there, what was in it for him too.
Yeah, man.
You know, we as people, let's be honest, we're kind of selfish. We don't know what's in it for us, and it's totally fine, because when we can figure out when there's an incentive that can help us raise our standards, raise ourselves to a new, different level, we all grow out of it.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, bro.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
That was Brandon, guys. If you guys like Brandon and you think he's cool, go ahead, put in the comments below. Shout out to Living Chick for liking this and restreaming this. And shout out to Mire Monde for restreaming this. You guys, you rock. You're awesome. You're watching
The Power Couple Show
live
Monday through Friday,
10 a.m. Eastern on
Meerkat YouTube and
thepowerncoupleShow.com.
Make sure you guys follow us, guys, on Meerkat YouTube. Subscribe, right?
Yeah.
If you're watching the replay, guys, you know, share this with as many people as you want, right? We're doing Monday mornings, but after Monday, we normally are very precise with the topic we're talking about. And
today
we're just talking.
We're reviewing our weekend.
Right?
Did y'all do that?
Did y'all do that, man?
Did you get with your spouse and say, baby, let's talk about our weekend?
Let's talk about our weekend. What did we grow?
What did we challenge?
Did we not fight? Did we fight more? What are we fighting about? Right? Be intentional about your relationship. Be intentional.
Growth.
Be intentional about your marriage and take it serious the same way you take anything, right?
Yeah.
Treat your marriage as if it's $1 million or $1 billion.
Man, so today, so this weekend, Vallo did kind of the same thing with me, right?
Yeah.
And he incentivized me. And I was, we have this other business, and he's like, if you get X amount of results, I'll give you $100 cash. Just go on a shopping spree. And I was like, all right, I think I could do this. And let me tell you something. What happened to my mind mentally was this. I was like, I'm gonna go out there, and when I try to get these results, like I was literally like focused on hitting this goal, but in a way where it was like I poured my heart into it, bro. Yeah. Like I wasn't like I'm just gonna get this goal like half-assing it. Like like boom boom boom. Like, you know what I mean? Like just you know how like for example like with Brandon, he could have just. He could have just served and just stood there. you know, like, oh, I'm tired. Like, he could have just been there, like a body, right? Or he could have, like, actually done stuff, and he actually did stuff. And same thing with me. When you incentivize me, like, I could have just done the work to get it over with. Like, clean your room and just, like, thrown everything under the bed, and that's it. But I actually, like, put my heart and soul into it because I really, really wanted to, one, see if I can get this goal in a quality way and really see if I deserve, you know, this $100 cash.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. Incentifying stuff in your marriage is beautiful, okay? Not only in business efforts, but man, in your relationship.
In your relationship, man.
Like, baby, if you, you know, make this breakfast, right? Or if you clean this, if you make sure we hit this next goal, like I'm gonna treat you, like I'm going to do whatever you want me to do, or it could be even like, let's go on a vacation. Like, it's all about what? It goes back to creating memories, man.
Yeah, man, it's so good, man. And when you do that, look, you can begin to start doing the things that you probably don't like doing together, okay? And you can put an incentive at the end of it, right? and believe it or not, right? Like whenever, like, it's gonna force you to raise your standards, raise to the occasion, and just take yourself to the next level, right? I mean, think about it for a second, okay? Look. One of the things that I decided to do is that from now on, I'm going to incentivize. Because you know what? Sometimes I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I don't feel like doing the Power Couple Show. Do you?
No.
There's times when we don't feel like doing it, but we want to keep doing them as consistent as possible. There are days where sometimes we forget, and we don't forget. We're like, I ain't gonna do it, right? And then, like, you know, we apologize the next day, right? Just keep it real. But, you know, I said to myself, you know what? I want to incentivize myself, right? And I was like, from now on, after the Power Couple Show, not this one because my brother's here, you know, I want to have sex with my wife. I do. You know, it's like I want to do that, you know, because I'm married, and also because it's something to look forward to. Now it's like, wow, I can't wait to do the Power Couple Show every day, because now, and it's also like it's working both ways. Okay, not only that, but Imagine if you start to incentivize things that you know you need to get done, okay, but you haven't gotten around it, okay? It's incentivizing things will kill procrastination, will make you super productive, and will make you good. It'll make you raise to the next level as an individual. And it's important because if you're not growing, you're dying. And if your partner's growing and you're not growing, it's gonna create division. If both of you guys ain't growing, you guys are gonna be stagnant. You guys are gonna be bored. You guys are gonna be like, I'm not even in love with this person. Look, when boredom happens, it's very easy to start looking to the left, to the right, looking at someone else.
Trying to get amused by something.
Yeah, and it's like, really, dude? It's like, come on, you have someone amazing right next to you.
Yeah.
Come on, start growing, start discovering each other, start doing things together. Man. It is the most rewarding thing when both of you guys can create something that's amazing.
I can't tell you, man, how much, like, life is just so much fun with you, baby.
Yeah.
Because of this exact reason. Like, we choose constantly to grow more. Like, and the fact that you're growing more, I'm learning more. I'm seeing you in new situations, in new environments, in new possibilities, in new opportunities. I'm seeing you dig deep and try to figure out how to create new ideas, new standards, new visions. And I'm learning so much about you that it feels like it's a new person.
Mm.
And this is great. This is the reason why Paolo and I constantly say to you guys here on the Power Couple Show is if your spouse is the same exact person that you married when you first met them or when you said I do, something is wrong.
You guys are in
Something
trouble,
is wrong. You're in trouble. They cannot be the same person. They have to be different.
They gotta be different.
They have to have grown. They have to have, evolved. They have to have changed, and you the same. Because I'm telling you, if Paolo was the same guy that I married, I don't think we would have made it this far.
We wouldn't, and I knew that.
If I was the same person, we wouldn't have made it this far.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew early in the relationship. I knew I had to grow. I knew that. I know getting her was probably going to be easy, but keeping her was going to be the most challenging part.
But in any relationship.
In any relationship, and that's how you stay in love. Because look, you want to chase something new. You want to be amazed by something new. How about you get your butt down and you start learning what you need to do to become a better person? Mm-hmm. How about you grow so you can create a new you? You can step into the person you've been destined to be. Right? And every time you do, you're getting closer to that person. You're creating a new you, right? Just imagine like a snake. A snake, after a while, they begin to start shaving their skin, right? They start to shed their skin, and you can literally see the entire snake's skin. And it looks almost like it almost seems like the snake kind of replicated itself, it cloned itself. but it's just their old skin because it grew into fresh skin.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, in a way, a new snake, right?
I mean, yeah. Even check this out. Like, we were in the city, and then this guy puts Spanish music on in the middle of Times Square, and we're like, let's dance.
Yeah.
Like, let's dance.
Yeah.
Would you have done that when we first gotten married?
Oh, hell no.
No, right? But like, oh, maybe not.
I was shy. I was timid.
He wasn't confident in his dancing abilities. And it was like the fact that you did it, I was like, dang, like, he's a brand new guy. Like, this is amazing.
That's crazy.
That's number one. Number two, the fact that he's gotten so much better, and I want to get even better. I'm saying to myself, why don't we just take dance classes?
Yeah.
He's gonna start learning how to dance. He's gonna have this dancing ability. Let me tell you something. Paolo did not dance when I met him. Didn't dance. So already he's a new guy.
I'm a new person.
One thing that we can add to our plate of dating is dancing now.
Dancing.
Because what he can do, he's a new man. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is the kind of
That's
stuff
just an
I'm talking
example.
about.
That's an example.
And it doesn't have to
doesn't
be
have
that.
to be dancing, right? It can be anything.
Anything, like working out, church, shopping, just hobbies, like we're growing, we're constantly evolving, we're constantly trying new things, and it just makes me go like,
wow,
like
this is crazy.
I love you, man.
I love you too,
I
man.
love spending time with you.
Me too.
This weekend was awesome. We
Yes,
didn't
it was.
even fight. We had our siblings with us.
We had
a blast. They are growing.
They're growing.
We're growing.
We're playing a part in their life.
Yeah, man. It was just awesome.
Life is so good.
It's great.
It's amazing.
It's like amazing.
And I mean, like, a lot of people, sometimes like, like, oh man, you guys need to get rid of the facade. Like, you guys are like, you guys are so perfect. Like, we're not perfect, number one, and number two, guys, this is what happens when you're growing together. There's excitement. There's excitement.
Even when things get tough, bro.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that you can stay consistent with wanting to grow, you find the good in whatever hardship is around you.
Exactly. And some people say, oh, because you guys are young. No, you know what? When I'm older, when I'm no longer classified as young, right? This is how you know a marriage is still thriving, when there is excitement in the air.
Yeah.
Because excitement just goes to show that both of you guys are looking forward to spending more time with each other because of whatever, right? Whatever you guys are working, whatever you guys are crafting together, right? Excitement is a sign that you guys are doing something right.
And some people say, well, how do you know? Like, how do you know, like, 10 years from now, like, that's what it's going to be? And my response just naturally always is, because that's how we are today. And if today is a glimpse of tomorrow, then I'm going to choose every given moment that I have to live like I do today.
Yeah, man, it's a glimpse. That's a good point.
Like, today's always a glimpse of tomorrow.
That's a quote. Today is a glimpse of tomorrow. It's a glimpse of what your future looks like.
So if you look at today, and if it was a great day, that you choose to have a great one tomorrow.
And if the following day was a terrible day, then do your absolute best to don't let that happen tomorrow, right? Yeah. Don't let it happen on a consistent basis. Don't have streaks.
Literally today is your navigation to how tomorrow can potentially
be. Why do we have to look so far into the future when we need to get some work done right now?
Yeah.
We need to start patching up the holes, patching up the brokenness, start forgiving.
And if we choose to do that today, then every day that I'm given, and if I make the same choice, then 10 years from now, it's going to look 10 times better.
It's going to look 10 times better, 20, 40, 50. Look, the sky, it's unlimited.
Yeah, man.
Nothing's impossible, right? Guys, you're watching the Power Couple Show.
Yeah, man.
The Power Couple Show.
The Power Couple Show.
Here.
Cassandra Lee, and together we are the Power Couple. Shout out to Austin Stingo, right? Who said, thank you for sharing. You two rock. Good to work as a team. He also liked this and restreamed this. Let's give him 2 claps, baby. You rock. And then also let's clap it up or let's shout out AEAZY5 who liked this, restreamed this, and followed me. Buddy,
yo, damn, dude, nice.
And I don't even know how to do that.
Dude, we don't know it. We don't know it.
Exorcist Life. I don't even know.
Yeah, dude.
He liked this and restreamed this, or that person liked this and restreamed this. So let's just give it 2 claps to both of those 2 people. You rock. You're awesome.
Yeah, guys, you're watching the Power Couple Show. We're doing Power Couple Morning Show. We're just sharing with you guys.
Every Monday, it's going to be hashtag the Power Couple Show, hashtag Monday mornings.
Monday mornings with the Power Couple, man. All right. If you guys are not following us on Meerkat on
what are you waiting for?
On YouTube, you're not subscribed. If you're not, look, listen, get a hold of our channel, right? Make sure you follow us, right? Go to thepowercoupleshow.com. and get access to a free PDF. There's 7 ways to becoming a power couple. Okay, it's gonna give a lot of insight of what's happening in today's society. How many people are getting divorced, the solution to that stuff, right? So make sure you go and do that. I really appreciate that. You guys are going to get massive value from that. And it's our way of saying thank you for just watching the show. Get your copy for free. Okay?
Absolutely, guys. Hey, man, we have reached the end of our show. We love you so much. Tomorrow is a new day. And we're going to be doing the Power Couple Show again at 10 a.m.
Yeah, what are we talking about tomorrow?
Time.
So here's what we're talking about.
Make sure you're there. As Paolo's pulling it up. Make sure you show up tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. Go to the powercoupleshow.com to catch it. Baby. Or on Meerkat, or follow us on YouTube. Guys, if you're watching this in the Power Couple Show, make sure you share this.
Make sure you share this, man.
Make sure you subscribe if you're on YouTube. What's tomorrow's episode, baby?
Tomorrow we're going to be talking about
how to get your spouse on board with your ideas.
Yeah, how to get your spouse on board with your ideas, right? If you've ever felt like your spouse ain't listening to you, she ain't supporting you, or he ain't supporting you, or they're just not doing a good job at really being as excited, as enthusiastic about your vision. So like if you have a problem with that, right?
The reverse life, it just looks different on here.
If they're not, look, if you're having a hard time, it's challenging, it's like pulling teeth, right? You want to make sure you're here for tomorrow's episode. We're going to be talking about how to get your spouse on board with
and it's going to be different than the last episode we did this season where we talked about how to get your spouse on board. This is going to be a little bit different topic.
We're going to put a little twist to it.
Yeah, it's just straight up, it's a good idea. Like that's what it's about. It's about always recognizing that every idea is a good idea.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna talk about that support system.
Yeah.
And the reverse life, man. Sorry, buddy. Like you changed the way that your username looks, and so I couldn't even read it. They were like mad upset. What Power Couples reverse life? Like
yo, what's up, man?
What up?
Come on, man.
My bad, man.
Yeah, man.
You changed the font and it looks
a little weird, man.
Sorry about it. But anyway, guys, hey, we'll see you mañana. 10 a.m. Eastern.
10 a.m. Eastern.
Enjoy the rest of your Monday.
Yes, sir.
This is
The Power Couple.
And you're the bomb
like tick, tick, boom.
See y'all tomorrow. Peace, love, chicken grease to the Middle East, y'all.